Hello everybody, my name is Aaron and today I'm going to show you how to save big on motorcycle insurance. And you're watching Pones Jones. I got a disclaimer to this, I don't know everything about everything and you should not be taking advice from reasonably attractive men on the internet. This is for informational purposes only and it's not my responsibility if you get screwed over by insurance. We're going to do a giveaway. If you want one of these, make sure you stay tuned, we'll tell you to get one. Here are our last episode's winners. I have a video from one of our previous winners, Miss Nelly, Hua, from Australia. She showed up in one of our other videos because she sent in something to the show. So this is her video she made for me.
Hey Pones Jones, it's Miss Nelly from Newcastle, Australia. Thanks for your letter and your stickers. Put them on my bike. I've got a Ninja 300 2014 model. Love your stickers. Just there. I can look at it all the time. It's not great that it's a little one. Yeah, coming from Newcastle, Australia. Thanks, Pones Jones.
So if you want a decal, we'll tell you to get one. Right now, we're going to jump into how to save you some money. $1 saved is almost worth 2 earned because you don't have to pay taxes on it and you don't have to spend your time to get it. At the end of this video, there are some tips on what you should push for when you are getting insurance. And number 18 on this list is pretty freaking nuts. First off, we have to explain the types of insurance, okay? There's liability. This is the insurance that you have on other people. Meaning, you're at grandma's house, you just mouthed off grandma because she did not give you the apple pie you wanted, you ate some of her mashed potatoes, you headed off in your motorcycle, and you crashed into someone else's fence. So liability insurance will pay for the fence. It's not gonna pay for you or your injuries or what grandma's gonna do to you, it'll just pay for the fence. The next one is disappointed grandmother liability plus X. And X can be a lot of things, plus hail damage, plus theft, plus fire, plus basically anything can fit in this blank if the insurance company offers it on top of just plain out liability. Next one is comprehensive. It is comprehensively covering everything on your vehicle. Asterisk, because it doesn't really cover everything. Hurricanes, lava flows, tornadoes, those are probably not covered under comprehensive, but theft, fire, all that stuff usually is. There is such thing as an exclusion and inclusion list, so make sure you pay attention to that when you're signing documents. Sometimes they exclude everything except for what is on the list, or they include everything except for what is on the list. So just pay attention when you're signing stuff. All right, let's get to it. Let's save some money. Oh my goodness, are you excited? Because I can feel it. Number 1 is shop around. Don't be a tard, show up at any insurance place and just sign some papers. Shop around, get the best insurance price you can, and compare plans. That's the best thing you can possibly do. Basic, let's move on. Number 2 is, depending on how good your driving record is and or your gender, it might be worthwhile to insure the bike under someone else's name. Where I live in the recent past, if you were a male and you were below the age of 25, your insurance was insane. So if you have someone who's willing to put your bike on their insurance, it might be worthwhile. Number 3, comprehensive insurance is only good in a few cases. New bike that's extremely expensive, yes, comprehensive insurance. New bike that you owe a bunch of money on, yeah, probably comprehensive insurance because you can get yourself screwed over pretty hard. Older bike that's fairly cheap that you don't owe any money on, almost always don't put comprehensive insurance on it. I usually go by the rule that the cost of comprehensive insurance after 3 or 4 years, if it equals 50% of what the bike is worth, it's totally not worth getting. If you're not getting comprehensive insurance, put that money you would be spending on the insurance into a bank account, let it grow with interest, don't touch it, and after the 3 to 4 years, you will have enough money to buy a brand new bike. If you live in a high crime area, it might be a good idea to put comprehensive insurance on, but we talk about more of how that screws you over later. Or you could just put one of these GPS systems on it, link in the description, and if somebody steals your bike, you can just wander the streets with good old Lucille, keeping your word at every swing. Look at that eye. Are you still in there? I'm an actor. I've been working on that swing. Did they put your leg up? It's so tight in here, I don't want to hit anything. Number 4 is always ask for discounts. You have no idea what is being offered at this insurance place or the next one over. Sometimes they have odd discounts. Who knows? So make sure you always ask, hey, Is there any discounts that I can apply for? Some of them do give odd discounts, like if your bike is locked in a garage or if you have an alarm system, but you don't know until you ask. Number 5, increase your deductible. The deductible is what you pay when you go to make a claim. The deductible is there because insurance companies want that little last bit of money from you. And it kind of discourages people from making claims all over the place because the deductible is usually $250,000, $500,000, $1,000 that you have to pay out of pocket to make a claim. If you increase your deductible, say from $250 up to $1,000, it could save you almost 20% on your insurance bill. Take that money, put it in the same bank account as your comprehensive insurance thing that we just talked about, and you are going to have so much money after 3 or 4 years. Take a freaking motorcycle course. A lot of people don't want to take a course after they already know how to ride, but it's a good idea because that little piece of paper can save you a bunch on insurance. Get your actual motorcycle license. It sounds funny, but in most places, you can register a bike and insure a bike in your name if you do not have a motorcycle license. When I first got my bike, I didn't have a motorcycle license. When I got my motorcycle license, my insurance dropped by quite a bit. Get a motorcycle license, you will pay less in insurance. Number 8, do not wait to get bike insurance. The sooner you get bike insurance, the sooner you're on the books, and it looks like you've been riding longer. Even if you don't ride a lot, get your name on the books, get insured, and after a couple of years, your premiums are going to come down because you look like an experienced rider. So what are you doing still watching this? Go get some bike insurance. Now, then Lucille. Is that better? I feel like that's better. Right? Follow through. Lower CC bikes often have lower insurance rates. So unless your micro penis is extremely small, you don't need that V8 2-stroke, big bore, 640 cubic inches of displacement, do you? Ladies will still ride on your self-deprecating 50cc moped. They just might mock you for it afterwards. Number 10. Prepay your insurance. Doesn't sound like a lot. Most insurance companies charge you a small percentage if you make monthly payments, upwards of 3%. So if you pay for the entire year, prepay for the year, you don't end up paying those monthly percentage fees. That could add up to a lot, and prepaid insurance is a liquidatable asset. So if you cancel it, you don't lose all that money, they rip you a check, you get it all right back. This is the exact same thing for auto insurance, for home insurance, for life insurance. You can prepay and get the fees knocked down. Number 11 is discounts on being a member of a motorcycle club like the Sons of Anarchy. I guess that means that you have to murder. Yeah, it's worth it. Number 12, use an insurance broker. Let them do all the work. Let them make all the phone calls and look around to find you the best rate. The less human interaction you do, the better. Humans. Always spacing out. 13. Try and find insurance with accident forgiveness, but make sure you don't pay extra for it. Almost always your bill goes up if you get into an accident and it's your fault. So you really want your first one to be able to be forgiven. Jeebus once said, "Forgiveness from Des Insurance." God damn it! Number 14, stop making claims on your insurance. Making a claim on your insurance will most likely raise your rates and you end up paying the deductible. So if it's small stuff, don't make a claim on it. If a whoopsie happens and you have proper protection, make sure you sue the condom company. Make sure you compare the amount of money the repair is worth versus the deductible and how much your insurance rate is going to go up. You can even ask someone at the insurance company, hey, is this going to raise my rate, and by roughly how much? You can get into situations where the damage exceeds the value of the bike, in which case they might just write off the bike. If your bike gets written off, you don't get the bike anymore. Your baby goes bye-bye. And they also take the bike, because most chicks only stick around because the guy has a bike. They rip you a check, and you probably won't ever see your bike again. Sometimes you can buy your bike back from an auction and then get it roadworthy certified again, but don't let your baby go, or your bike. Stop making so many claims. 15, check your bike's history. Make sure you look into your bike's history before you purchase, whether that's receipts, talking to old mechanics, talking to the insurance company that it was previously at. See how far you can get by getting information. You're trying to find out if in the bike's past there was a massive payout made to the owner based on a claim on the insurance. For example, if the bike is worth $10,000, there was some damage done to it, and there was a payout done of $7,000 in cash, to the owner instead of the repairs getting done or they were going to do it themselves, then in the future, insurance companies, knowing this past event happened and the payout, may only value your bike at $3,000. So if you have full coverage on your bike, the insurance company may value your bike at only a portion of that if you've had massive claims in the past on your bike. Number 16, reevaluate your insurance after a claim. If you have a $10,000 bike and there's a big hailstorm that comes through and you get a payout on that bike, let's say you wanted to fix it yourself or you know someone, and you get a payout of $8,000, the insurance company may only value your bike now at $2,000. If that's the case, and you continue to pay premiums on comprehensive insurance and hail insurance, you're only really insuring $2,000 worth of bike. So make sure you reevaluate your insurance, make sure you're being insured for the full value of your bike. Number 17 is multiple bike discounts and multiple policy discounts. If you already have home or auto insurance, especially if they're at the same company, make sure you see if it's cheaper to add your motorcycle to your already existing policies. Sometimes they give massive discounts for adding more and more to the policy. And here is number 18, the one we've all been waiting for. This is major savings, especially in the States, on motorcycle insurance. Never insure your motorcycle as your primary vehicle. Always have another vehicle, a car, truck, whatever, as the primary vehicle and have your motorcycle registered as a secondary vehicle. It brings your premiums way down massively. $2,000 a year kind of down. If you only have the motorcycle on your policy, the insurance company is going to assume it's your primary mode of transport and they are going to milk your money teats dry. This is my lovely wife. She growed up on one of those farm thingies. She's going to show you how to milk a teat. And that is why I have zero money. Here are some bonus tips of what you should be pushing when you get insurance. A really good idea is to look into uninsured motorist coverage, okay? This is because motorcycles are usually not the cause of major accidents. Motorcycles get hit. People aren't paying attention, a motorcycle is really quick, hard to see sometimes, motorcycles get hit. If the person driving that car did not get insurance, driving illegally, then you're screwed. If that person has the minimal amount of insurance, and some states only require up to $15,000 of liability insurance, so if they hit you, $15,000 is all you get, which is barely enough to cover off a decent bike. Look into uninsured motorist coverage. Some insurance policies do not cover mods. A lot of people mod out their bikes, expensive mods. It probably isn't covered. They're just going to take the value of your vehicle from the Blue Book and not take into consideration any mods that you've done. So make sure when you insure it, if you're heavily modding, to have those mods covered under your insurance. Liability coverage, if you do some damage to someone else on your bike, should be $1 million. It sounds like an excessive amount. You're probably only going to do a couple of $1,000s, maybe $10,000 in damage, but that's not the point. If you injure someone, injury lawyers are going after $1 million lawsuits now. No one's going to court over 10 grand. So get yourself $1 million of liability because that's what everybody's shooting to get. Unless you can afford $1 million. Can you afford $1 million? Can you really? Thank you for watching. If you want to see more, make sure you hit up the channel. Make sure you subscribe. They're doing funny things with the subscriptions now, so make sure you hit that bell symbol. Bell me up, bro. Give me a ding-a-ling. If you want a decal, make sure you say in the comment section, insure that bike. And tell me where you put it. I want to know. Also, tell me some insurance stories. Do you have an awesome insurance plan? Where did you get it? How did you get it? Did you have to do something crazy under the desk? Like vacuum it? That's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Ciao. Enjoy the blooper reel. This is my wife being my wife. And she didn't know that I pressed record on the camera. Okay, stand and look at the camera.
My feet are cold. No, I'm too giddy. I'm too giddy. This is good therapy. Just fucking
do both hands. Okay. And opposite.
Opposite.
Okay. This, and that is why I have zero money.
Is that one, Nears? Is that one milk emotion? You gotta massage the tits before you milk. You should know that from your horrible jokes. You like that, Nears? Do you? A steer in the wrong direction.
Please, I want to film this.
Oh, we're filming? Okay, I need to get ready, Nears.
Woo! That's a wrap. Oh, listen to this. Oh yes, that's permanent damage right there.